Hand loaders, bullet casters, welcome back to my range. Hey folks, today I've got something a little bit different that I'm excited to bring you. So folks, this is the box that it came in, and unfortunately, because I somehow lost the recording while I was unboxing it, you missed a part of that, so I apologize for that, folks. But anyways, it's what's inside that counts, and I think that's what I'm still going to be able to cover without any trouble. And the concept here is 360-degree rotation. It's also supposed to be ambidextrous, and all of those things so far I feel like, it's as advertised. But hey, check it out. It's unboxed and it's coming along. This is the Caldwell stable table, and we're getting the legs assembled. Nothing to it. I did not bring any tools down here to the range with me. And the reason why is because if this table is what they say it is, really and truly, I should not have to have any tools down here. All right, so that part is set, my friends. This section this is where the seat's gonna go. All right, coming along. Hopefully this thing will be good and solid. And that's a part of what I want to kind of test out today. I want to see how solid this thing is. So we should have 8 washers. Yeah, it's going to be 2 washers will be used along with the seat, and then 6 washers will be used on the table. I do believe I am going to have to get a wrench. That's all right. But we got 2 nylon locking style right here, and I'll pull this back off. I think the hole size, if you can see this, it's a little bit oversized. So that kind of makes me wonder if these are going to loosen up and be a little bit squirrely after a while. That might be something to keep in mind. So what I think is kind of awkward about this right here is you kind of need something to hold that bolt up while you turn the nut. I guess it works out all right. Just all right, guys, so that's where you're going to plop your keister at, and we're going to see how well that works. I'm going to test mine out on it real quick. I think there is a weight capacity, so woo. All right. I feel like I need to put a quarter in it and see if I can do some little Walmart rodeo. All right, some of y'all won't understand what that is. For what it is, I think it's going to do the job. But remember, one of the features of this thing is it's supposed to be portable. And there is kind of a way to make it portable. And that's part of what I'm going to show you towards the end. Now this table is super slick. I saw a video of a guy, he actually took some bed liner spray and put it over the tabletop. It worked out pretty good. So now putting it together, you're going to need a wrench for the 2 bolts that are under the seat. Nothing to it though. And this is where we're going to use the supplied Allen wrench. And I'm telling you, if you got any parts left over when you're done, you're doing something wrong, buddy. Gotta twist this dude out. So one thing I don't like, I can see right now. So I'm not really a big fan of just having a bolt bear down on bare painted pipe. But that's what we got. Whew. I'm like a tank. Okay, I'm gonna set this out where I would normally use it, and we'll see how simple it is to get it adjusted to the way we need it. Okay, here it is, kind of set up. I suppose I could work this a couple of different ways. I'm gonna loosen up right here. So this way I got a pole going right under me for support. Let's see, and if I turn the whole thing, easy enough to pick up, I can line it up to the target good. Yeah, this thing feels pretty solid, guys. You might not be able to tell so good from where you're at, but it is a little bit crooked. I suppose I could get a level out here and try to make it perfect, but that's what this adjuster portion is for. So I think that probably solved that problem right there. So we got our rest. And I guess from here, I'm going to put a rifle up here and we're going to see what I can do. All right, guys, so this is where it gets real. I've got my CZ527 chambered in 7.62 by 3.9. This is a custom load, 160 grain flat point bullet. It is gas checked. I'm using a Liant 2400. It's not a high velocity round, but it has a nice little hit. And these also were powder coated with the gray powder that I got from John's Hand Loading. So once again, thank you, sir, for that awesome powder. With my CZ527, I got a 5-round magazine. So I want to do at least 5 rounds of these powder coated bullets. And then a lot of you guys are probably like myself, especially as many 44 Special subscribers I've got out there. You want to see how sturdy and useful this table is for, revolver shooting. Here's one. That's a 2. It's a 3. Four. 5. So this right here is how we did with that little rifle. It looks mostly like I've got just maybe a slight scope adjustment that I need to make. I did have a little trouble getting comfortable on this table, and I think that's kind of why I threw that one up there. I dropped the seat all the way down, completely down. All right, let's see how we do with this scope 44. And I think I stand a decent chance here. If I had some kind of padding for my elbows, that would be better, but let's see. Now this is about 40 yards, and I'm not so sure where these specials are going to hit. That's real awkward. All right, let's see how this helps. All right. I feel like that hit 4 o'clock. This is it just from shooting some pistol rounds. Not the greatest setup in the world, but I think I finally have some kind of means to actually support pistol work and shoot. That's kind of underrated. So I can also have it unhinged right here, and it's super easy to just rotate whichever direction you need. The adjustment right here did make it real simple to level out the way I needed. I did find that as a pistol shooter, I liked having this all the way at the bottom. There's not even a hinge pin down there. Maybe one day I'll drill a hole there. But yeah, at my height, which is about 5'11", I really felt that having this all the way down was the way to go. The little bit of rifle work I did, I'm gonna have to load some more of those rounds, and I need to proof them, and now I can do that with a good stable table. The stable table is actually what it's called, I believe. So yeah, I think Caldwell did a good job. But how are we gonna get this thing home? So I'm gonna show you that while I'm here too. So let's say for a moment that it's a hot Georgia summer day. We need something to haul this thing around in, folks. So Caldwell also has this deal called the carry bag for the stable table. And the idea is to have a proper bag, because it would suck trying to carry all these pieces out to your car. You might be 100 yards out in the woods with your own private range, and you have to hike everything in, hike everything out. Maybe it's worse. So we'll see how this little dude works, and Lord willing, we're going to be able to pack this thing up and carry it pretty easy. Yeah, it's a good looking little bag. You fit a body in here, I'm sure. Yeah, let's see how this works out. I don't know what this is for. Huh. I was not expecting this thing. So that comes apart. That comes off. This comes out. Got to keep up with this guy. Let's see. And we got all these dudes. Okay, you might have missed some of that. But yeah, pulled all those pins out. And got our 3 legs. I don't like keeping stuff loose, so I'm gonna at least just stick them in here. This way they're not just rolling around in a bag loose. All right, table's in, seats in, holes in, table ready. Don't forget this guy. I have a feeling it's going to get broke at some point. And here's the body. So now I still don't know what this is for, but we're gonna stick it in there. So I might find out later. Trying to get a table that's intended to be used as a solid shooting platform to also be lightweight and to carry is no easy task, but I think if it can be done, I think Caldwell did a good job so far. I don't know, I've got to mess around with this a little bit more because I wasn't totally comfortable in some of my shooting positions, but it's a new piece of hardware. I got to try it out. And shooting that revolver from a rest, like a rifle, that was definitely different. But I can see where it might have some great benefits. So I'm looking forward to trying that out some more. I got to get that scope repaired. The dang crosshairs are canted in it, but it still mostly shoots where I aim. So far I like it. It's got good potential for pistol. It's got good potential for rifle, you know, air rifle. What do you want to do? Crossbow? Try that too. But hey, look, this has been a lot of fun. Trying out a new piece of hardware is always an adventure. And as always, folks, please like, subscribe. Lord bless you, and I'll see you on the next video.